And suddenly you turn back and you look behind you and you're like, oh my God, all the things I've been through that I never processed. And if you want to look at the past, I am here for you. I'm going to show you how to do it and how to integrate your past so that you recover, you gain confidence, you gain emotional stability, you mature up your ego, you learn to let go of all these conditionings that needs to be released, because otherwise the energy will be blocked and it's going to be very painful. Usually the more intense the energy is, the more it's a sign that something is coming up. The pain has to be processed on the body level because the body is carrying all the emotions and is remembering everything. It's about really reconnecting with your humanity and changing the way you're relating to others and the world. You're using your understanding of emptiness to hold space for your feelings. And it's bringing all these spiritual breakthroughs into your healing. You're going into the healing and spirituality, and it's a dance of spirituality and healing. So after a Kundalini awakening, what usually happens, and it was the case for me, is that we are being called to heal our traumas. And we know that the process is about facing our traumas and healing them, because there's so much blockages in the body and in the mind, and it's blocking the energy from flowing. So if you just had the Kundalini awakening, you might be in this period of time where it's either blissful, but you sense that it's not really that. There's still some things to do, some work to do, or you're in hell, in pure hell. Your life is just crashing down. And this can be very challenging. And for me, my life also kind of crashed down, but I was able to handle it somehow. For some people, they can end up in very bad places. And so that's why I want to make these videos, because I want you to hear and listen, to pay attention to the fact that there's a way. Okay, you will handle this. And my idea is to give you the best tools possible so that you can handle this properly. So when I had my awakening 5 years ago, I remembered my childhood. I started to remember it. And I used to have amnesia, traumatic amnesia. So I had completely forgotten it, completely. And so it can be quite disturbing to realize that you had a violent childhood like this, you know? And so for me, it was a long process of recovering by remembering the memories, healing them with my therapist. And it might be the case for you too. As you're going through this Kundalini awakening, suddenly your point of view goes from present moment to past. And suddenly you turn back and you look behind you and you're like, oh my God, all the things I've been through that I never processed, all the things I've experienced that I've never talked about. Exactly, this is exactly what needs to happen, is you need to look at the past. And it's not spiritual to do this. It is part of the path to look at the past. Okay, sometimes you can think that, no, but I want to live in the present moment because it's so important and in spirituality, but maybe not. Maybe what you need is to look at the past. And if you want to look at the past, I am here for you. I'm going to show you how to do it and how to integrate your past so that you recover, you gain confidence, you gain emotional stability, you mature up your ego, you learn to let go of all these conditionings that needs to be released, because otherwise the energy will be blocked and it's going to be very painful. So usually the more intense the energy is, the more it's a sign that something is coming up. That's the case for my clients. That was the case for me. So listen to your body. Maybe you know that you have to release, let go of the masks that you've been carrying your whole life. But how to do this? And this is why I make these videos, so that you know how do I do this? Where do I start? Well, just start very simple. Start asking you who you were before all of this happened. And try to understand how these traumas have started to shape your personality. And see in what areas of your life you are being fake, you're wearing a fake mask, you have defense mechanisms. And just pay more attention to this. And as you do that, maybe you will feel ready at some point to let go of the masks. But as you let go of the masks, some pain will arise, some grief will arise, some fear, some shame, some anger, whatever needs to be processed. And so it's about opening the Pandora box. And of course, always do it in a safe way. Okay, the best is to do it with someone. That's why if you're interested, we can work together. You can click the link in the description. And I help people in spiritual emergence. So it's about opening this Pandora box safely. You don't need to open all of it, but just being willing to discover the truth about your past and discover and transform this darkness into gold. That's the goal. So it's about looking within and going past these defense mechanisms and being in touch with the underlying pain that you have felt in your life. And by being in touch with this underlying pain, you will be able to process it. Now, how to process it? You have to do it consciously. You have to do it in a safe place, so with someone or alone. And you have to do it on a somatic level. This is very important. The pain has to be processed on the body level because the body is carrying all the emotions and is remembering everything. And so in these situations, yoga, bioenergetics, breath work is going to be very useful. But it's not going to help to do yoga or breath work if you're not in touch with the pain. You know, to be able to process, you have to first feel the pain in your body and then process it, okay? So a lot of people, they do spiritual bypassing unconsciously, they do yoga, but they're not really digging inside to reveal the pain. And the goal is to really reveal this pain. But most likely, let's be honest, if you're in this process, most likely it will arise on its own. You don't even need to do something. It will arise naturally. So on top of feeling pain and processing it, it's about deconstructing the reality around this pain. So you've been carrying a lot of limiting beliefs from childhood, a lot of points of view about yourself, others, and the world that are false, that are not accurate, that are distorted. And these points of view are a result of trauma. And so it's not only about processing pain, it's also about questioning the way you perceive reality, questioning how you're approaching relationships, and what kind of modalities do you use in relationships? Are you avoidant? Are you talking too much? Are you fearful? Are you ashamed? Do you have difficulty being open? Do you feel emotionally unstable? Do you feel too much anger? All these dysfunctions, you have to understand how they arise within you, and you have to understand what kind of beliefs, assumptions, and what kind of perceptions create this dysfunction. So maybe you believe that people are not able to give you what you need, so it makes you angry. Maybe you believe that people are dangerous, so it makes you scared. Maybe you believe that you don't matter, so you shut down, you're silent, etc. And so it's about really reconnecting with your humanity and changing the way you're relating to others and the world, and allowing yourself to embody a new state of being, a new way of being with others and yourself. So it will be developing self-compassion, it will be understanding relationship dynamics with your family, with your friends, it will be learning to speak your truth, it will be learning to feel stable while talking to someone, learning to develop curiosity if you're a bit distant. So all these aspects of your personality have to be dismantled and reintegrated in a healthier way. Okay, technically it's very simple. What's difficult is to really face that. And that's why we need someone to be guided. We need a safe space. We need a community. And that's what I'm offering here. So all the links are in the description. You can check them out. And you're doing all of this while at the same time using spirituality. And that's when it's going to be very powerful. You're using your understanding of emptiness to hold space for your feelings. You don't need to lose yourself in them. You don't need to be only focused on the mind. You can learn to tap into this presence, this consciousness, to embrace these difficult, painful states. You can learn to use your spiritual understanding, for example, understanding that life is impermanent, to understand that your feelings are also impermanent. It's bringing all these spiritual breakthroughs into your healing, in all aspects of your healing. Does that make sense? So, if you understand that death doesn't exist, for some of us we have this breakthrough, then it will help you not being scared of ego death, because as you heal, you will have many ego deaths. And so you can rely on this spiritual understanding so that while you're doing therapy and healing, and while your mind is freaking out, you know that it's going to be okay because death is an illusion. Does that make sense? So you're going back and forth like this. You're going into the healing and spirituality, and it's a dance of spirituality and healing. It's a dance. It's a dance of the spirit reuniting with the personal, the impersonal reuniting with being a person. Okay? It's a dance of life. And on this journey, doing spiritual practices will help you a lot. Meditation, for example, will help you to see your beliefs, to see your patterns, to have clarity, to have discernment. Yoga will help you process, as I said before. Therapy will help you immensely. Like, you cannot go through this process without therapy. Let's be honest. Like, we all have to do it. Okay? Because humanity is so unconscious. We all need to heal. So, yeah, that's basically it. I think that all the answers are within. Listen to yourself, listen to your body. A lot of adjustments will be necessary in terms of lifestyle. Maybe you will have to change a few relationships, change the way you eat, change the way you live and sleep. You will have to listen to your body and learn to be in your body and not in your mind. Because for a lot of us who had the Kundalini awakening, we spend our lifetime being in our mind, being a head on the body. And now you're going to be a body with a head. That's so much better. Your body knows the way through healing. If you listen carefully, it knows when to open up. It knows what direction to go. It knows what practice to do. It's just a matter of listening deeper, listening more. So yeah, I hope this was helpful for you. And I wish you a good day, and feel free to reach out if you need. Take care.